thank you very much. Let's bring this meeting to order. I think we're still missing Councilor Gross. Is that for her?
Yep.
No, here it is. Hello.
Taken away for pictures, I guess. Yeah, for the pictures.
Okay. Warning,
Just tap it, see if it's working there.
Huh?
Tap it, see if it's working.
Oh yeah, that's, should be working here now. Yeah. Don't like tapping mics, this, as an audio person who used to have a lot of gear.
Mr. Mayor, is your mic on?
What? Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I project. There was a few people outside, so I know Councilor Gill was caught up in that.
When are you leaving? When is Jim leaving? Thursday? You leaving Thursday?
Ah, there we go.
Apologies, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, let's get started. Would someone like to move the approval of the agenda, please?
So move, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Seconder?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. Oh, before I forget, Councillor Griffin is away and he sends his regrets. We have some minutes from the 9th of May. Would someone like to move the approval of the minutes, please?
So moved?
Thank you. Seconder? Thank you very much. Any questions or errors in these minutes?
Mr. Mayor, just one error, omission maybe. 22068. I did request at the last meeting that we ask staff to prepare a list of permits for signs. I don't see it in the minutes.
I think that'll be in business arising.
No, I'd like
maybe?
to have the minute corrected to add that request.
Oh, that request is not there.
I would like to have it in the minute, please. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank you. Any other issues there? Come on in, yep. Any other, any issues with that? I think that's fine. Okay, if there's no other things, all those in favor approving the minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. Business arising from the minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I have something, I don't know if it's under business arising or if it might be just a flash of light or a suggestion or whatever. I see, like last time on our agenda, myself and Councillor Keeping were missing. Tonight, Councillor Griffin is missing.
That's correct.
And so I went through the City of Porter Brook Act,
Yep.
and council may allow councillors to participate in a meeting by electronic means, where the electronic means enables the councillor to listen to the proceedings and to be heard.
Right.
So can we look at,
In practice, when we've had in-person meetings like this, to keep everyone on a level playing field so that you can have proper debate. As we know, video debate when we're all on Zoom platform or something like that is an even playing field in a way that everyone can hear each other and deal with each other. Technically, it is more difficult to have one or more councillors on video when the rest of us are here in the room. So that in practice, we haven't done that. So if you can't make the meeting, the live meeting, then we've done it that way.
okay, go one step further.
Yep.
Can we look at it, or can we, I mean, I know that it may be not what we're used to doing,
Yeah.
but You know, we're sort of stepping out sometimes inside of our, and we have done it through COVID.
But we've been all electronic.
I know that.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to attend a meeting even if I'm away.
But I would like you to be here.
Yes, but I have commitments sometimes that,
Yeah, and I guess that we have commitments, though we have to remember that before Zoom, we all had, like, we had commitments to be here as well. I mean, we are counselors, we meet very rarely, really. So I think for the most part, it's really, we need to make this a priority. And if we do need to miss the occasional meeting, the Act allows for that as well. So I think we're okay. I think having some person as on a headset or in a TV set and the rest of us here in the room does not allow for proper debate. It doesn't play well to our video and our TV audience who want to absorb it. It is very difficult to have this mixed type of meeting.
can we try it? It's council's decision.
It is absolutely. Council can do whatever it likes.
Council can do whatever we like. And I'm not putting it up for debate this evening, Mr. Mayor. I'm just saying, like, I missed the occasional meeting due to family commitments or whatever. And I mean, I know I have a commitment to the city, but my commitment to the city is on my phone and my laptop or my iPad when I'm away. I'm never very far from it. And I would really, at some times, if there's some stuff being debated that I'd like to be able to participate in.
But you have to admit, we've done this in a fair way. So if someone's been away from a public live meeting, unless it's been like most of the council or something like that, we've conducted it like this, and the person just misses. And they can miss up to 3 months' worth of meetings under the Act, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, again, I don't know what the solution here is, but
Just, sorry, Mr. Mayor, if I could just make a comment.
I don't know, and I'm trying to figure out how this relates to the minutes still.
oh, no,
Okay,
Mr. Mayor, I told you in the beginning, and I was self-explanatory.
Yeah.
When I started, it probably has nothing to do with the minutes, but what it has to do, I'm seeing like people are missing, and I really felt bad last time when I couldn't make the meeting.
Sure. We're all going to miss them occasionally, that's for sure.
Well, I think we should, go ahead. Mr. Councilor Grantor.
Yes,
I was going to make a comment, but if it's not a part of the agenda.
Go ahead, we're down that road now, yeah.
Okay, I'll just, not sure what Deputy Mayor is referencing, being absent from a meeting, just wanting for clarification if she meant, like when you're out of the province, gone to a conference, or out of the province for family matters, like I think most, unless you're sick, most people attend regular meetings all the time on the Monday nights.
Yep.
But when you're out of the province or out of the country, whether it's on holidays and a meeting comes up, could you, I'm just thinking this through here now, instead of video, could we just have audio that the person could just
Again,
tap in with audio?
we
or
can,
listen
all
in?
this is
I'm
possible. Yeah, it's all possible, but
This just came up and just
Yeah.
throwing that out there.
the problem is, I guess, as you were, we've all experienced Zoom, and we've dealt with mixed meetings where we've been in, some in person, some on the video.
Yep.
Oh, you can't hear right, or I can't see this person, you can't get anyone's body language, you can't do this, right? At least if we're all on Zoom, it's leveled up. You know what I mean? It's just it's very difficult, and we're dealing with TV cameras here, thanks to our volunteers from Rogers, and that kind of thing. So technically, we can send a person to the moon, so we can do this. It just is a matter of, is this an occasional problem, or are we creating, I guess, a mountain of work for an occasional absence, right?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr.
Just to
Mayor.
move this along, thank you, Councilor Grantor. Just to move it along, where is the appropriate place for us to have this discussion other than here? Because I think it's something that we don't need to take up a public meeting with. I think it goes along with the kinds of things like our committee structure, how are we going to meet, the minutia of meetings, how many times do you have to be in person, how many times would you have to be online. I agree with Deputy Mayor Chazon. We have entered a new age, and I do think that it's appropriate to at least entertain how we would go about rolling out that sort of strategy, or however you want to call it, architecture of our meetings. Maybe it's something that we can talk about in finance administration.
You can start with an email to the chair of council, who is me.
That sounds good.
That's a great way to start the conversation.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
consider it emailed already, okay? So I'll look into it and make sure our staff look into it. Sound good?
Yeah, I was gonna do it Wednesday, but you were out of town on vacation, and I didn't really want, like, because I know I had to be in by Wednesday, and it's just something that just hit me.
Yeah,
that
but again, this is not, like you said, we can
We
talk
want
about
everything in
this.
public, Mr. Mayor.
No, we don't do everything in public.
We want-
This
no,
is
we'd
an
like to have
operational
everything in
issue,
public. Okay.
and we can deal with this. This is minutia. People don't want to listen to this
I'm
specific
sorry
details,
to-
right? Anything else there? Anything
So,
else?
are we back to the minutes now, Mr.
Business
Mayor?
arising, yeah.
Right. 22-068, signs residential medium density zones. So I just wondered if the staff had made any progress in compiling the list of sign permits that we actually have on the books.
Mr. Cumby?
Staff are looking into ways that we can come up with that list, but we don't have the list completed at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, anything else there arising? No? Okay,
Oh, Mr. Mayor, there was something that I brought up at the last meeting, although I don't see it here in the minutes, so maybe I shouldn't bring it up. But it was something about doing a review of electronic vehicles for our fleet, to do a cost analysis of.
That's item 22058, Mr. Mayor.
yeah, okay. Yeah,
Where is it, sorry?
058?
Oh, yes, there it is, thank you. Yeah, so that, was there, I guess we haven't had time to do that yet.
It's not completed yet. It is on the fleet services.
I know it's not like on your list of top 10 things to do.
They are on.
Before we go buy more cars.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Okay, we have some proclamations. June is Pride Month in the city of Corner Brook, and we will have something to mark that on Wednesday. May 29th to June 4th is Early Childhood Educators Week in Corner Brook. May 27th to the 29th is Chapter Companion Days, and I know that the deputy mayor was there to sign a proclamation and flag raising. Is that correct? On
And
Saturday?
Meetings on Saturday.
Perfect, and the meetings, great. And May 30th, today, we celebrated and marked International Day of La Francophonie, and I see that Councillor Pender there has the
That's
flag.
the Newfoundland French flag.
Oh, Terre-Neuve.
Newfoundland
That's my
Labrador.
French right there.
There you go.
But that's excellent. Again, if you have proclamations or your group has events and things that you need to mark, please get in touch with the clerk's office, and we can mark those appropriately. Next, we have Councillor Gill, asphalt inspection consultants fee request.
I believe you meant to say asphalt.
Asphalt? No, we say asphalt around here.
That's not how it's spelled, Mr. Mayor, but
I know.
we won't go there. Okay, asphalt inspection consultant fee. Before I read this out, this is so the folks that do actually lay our pavement, these guys are going to be inspecting it.
Right.
Okay, just to be clear for our audience at home. Okay. The City of Corner Brook requires inspection services for the 2022 asphalt paving season. These services comprise on-site inspections, reporting, and quality assurance of the construction. This proposal covers consulting services of All Rock Consulting Limited and their duties, rights, and obligations as related to asphalt paving inspection services. Be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook approve the consultant fee proposal from All Rock Consulting Limited in the amount of $66,562, HST included, for consulting services related to asphalt paving program 2022 inspection services. So moved.
Thank you. Would someone like to second that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one?
Mr. Mayor, quick question. How does that bid compare to previous bids, and were there other bids as well?
Mr. Charters?
I don't know what it was last year. I should have had that information ready. My apologies. There was one other submission, but they did not meet the qualifications for the contract, so they're not included here.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
This is, in my recollection, in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Very similar. Yeah.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Just a question on how long have we been doing these having consultants review the pavement? Because we did stop for a period of time. Okay. I'm just curious of when we start again, and then what are we doing with the information once we get it?
Okay, Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, we've been doing it since I've been here, which was 2017. So I'm not familiar with the history previous to that. It's very typical to have this type of inspection, not only on what's put in the field, but the materials used to make it. So it's an important function, and I would recommend that we continue with it.
And the second part, Mr. Mayor, what will we do?
What we do with it?
information?
Can you tell us about the grading system and all the other things we do?
I've forgotten most of what I've learned about asphalt, to be honest.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, it's just basically, we get the information, what do we do with it?
So the biggest one, or one of the biggest ones in the field is compaction. So if it's not compacted properly, then that would be immediately addressed in the field. The other things are the material that's going into it, so that can be addressed. So for example, if the aggregate's not graded properly, then we would address that before any production would happen. So this information is very valuable to us in controlling the quality of the product.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
There's a certain number of core samples they have to do daily, is that right? But they will take samples every day to measure these sort of things that
I
you're talking
believe so,
about.
yes.
Yeah, I think I read that, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions about that one? Once again, I'm not sure, Councillor Pender, when that was back, but since I've been here.
Mr. Mayor, that could have been like 2013, 2012.
Oh, okay.
somewhere like that.
I was just a pup then.
Yeah, certainly.
I had hair then.
But no, I only asked the question, I know the answers, but I'm just asking the question for the general public because we do hire consultants. What do we expect of them and what do we hope to get out of it?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Okay, any other questions there? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Next, Councillor Granter. Oh, Johnson's Pond is going to get a new storm sewer. Tell us the good news.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Bids were requested for the Johnson's Avenue area for new storm sewer improvements. This project will consist of eliminating the open ditches and undersized aging culverts and construct a new storm system along Johnson's Avenue. Sections of the aging water main will be replaced with new ductile iron piping and new service laterals provided for adjacent properties, and Johnson's Avenue will be paved and new curb and gutter. Tenders for the Johnson Avenue storm sewer improvements had closed on May the 12th, 2022, with two bids received from the following. Marine Contractors Incorporated, $720,174.85, HST included, and West Coast Excavating, $814,000, $655.40, HST included. Be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook award the tender to Marine Contractors Incorporated in the amount of $720,174.85, HST included, for the Johnson's Avenue Storm Sewer Improvements Contract Number 2022-02. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Would someone like to second that?
Second that, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, everyone rush to second it. Pick out that one, Marina. The questions on this one?
Long overdue.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mayor, is this the entire road from intersection to intersection?
For the
Mr.
most
Charters?
part. Yes, through you, Mr. Mayor.
Yep. Any other questions there? So again, this is one that we got through our multi-year capital
Yes.
last go around. Again, we put it there because with multi-year capital, we pretty much get to choose which projects we do. It's not like winning the lottery with the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Plan. So in this case, we got it. We knew we got it.
Long overdue, Mr. Mayor, and I'm pretty sure the residents will be very happy to see it.
Absolutely.
Now, we can move on to Pittman's and Osmond's and a few more up
That's
there over
right.
time, it'd be great.
There's never an end to it.
No.
Any other questions? No? Okay, let's take it to a vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Next, the big one, Councillor Gill, asphalt paving program.
The City of Corner Brook has requested bids to replace asphalt and do road repairs around the city. Numerous roads around Corner Brook are in need of intensive repairs and new asphalt. No surprises there. There was an assessment completed by staff to determine a street rehabilitation program. Tenders for the asphalt paving program 2022-15 closed on May 25th, 2022, with the following two bids received. Marine Contractors in the amount of $3,111,831, HST included, and J&J Paving Limited, $3,198,072, and 95 cents. Oh, I need to brush up on how I read out my numbers. Proposed resolution, be it resolved that the council of the city of Corner Brook awards a tender to Marine Contractors, Inc. for the tender price of $3,111,830, sorry, gee whiz, $3,111,831.00. HST included. Asphalt paving program 2022-15. So moved.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Questions on this one?
Mr. Mayor, no, okay. Will we be getting a list of the streets that will be done once they're compiled by staff so that, as usual, the public is interested to know their road is getting fixed and so on? And I know we can only do so many, so I don't know if we'll, in the past, we used to get a list ahead of time, once it's been established, right?
Right, and I guess the only trick with it is, and I'll put a warning here right now, as we know, these are based on quantities and costs. So quite often, the amount here may change depending on what available budget we have and how much it actually costs us to get some of these roads done. So we might have a big list prioritized. The ones at the bottom of the priority list may or may not get done, or there may be bonus ones in a good year. But it is very important that we realize that just we might not get everything on our wish list done.
Absolutely agree,
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, but
Yeah.
letting people know at least that we hope to get it done if we can, if the quantities and costs permit.
Yeah, and we also, of course, usually when they're going zone by zone, we'll put out social media on which areas of town are being milled or paved to the extent that we can, of course. The contractor will move around quite a bit. Right? Okay? Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Mayor, and the same goes for, nothing to do with this, but the same goes for sidewalks, is that right?
Mr. Charters?
Same goes for,
Sidewalks. Same process, when you're rehabilitating sidewalks?
We do that a little
Do you
differently.
have a
though.
list for that as well?
that's correct. Yes, we do have a priority list for sidewalks. Yes, the answer to that question is yes. We're doing some sidewalk work under a different program this year, and that will also come forward to council.
Right.
I just wanted to add that we actually do have the draft list. I just got it this week, so I'll flip that out to council for you.
Excellent. No, the reason I'm asking is because I actually had a resident ask me about what the priorities were for sidewalks, Mr. Mayor, so I just wanted to make that.
Like I said, it is very difficult because it does change, so you hate to put false information out there because it does change depending on how progress is made, right? Okay, any other questions on this? Okay. Let's take it to a vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried.
Mr.
$3
Mayor,
million
I
bucks just like
apologize. I should
that.
ask the most important question.
What's that?
When do they think they're going to start?
Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, I suspect they will be notified tomorrow, and the startup meeting will happen very soon after that. So I see they're doing some other paving for the
The patching's
province in
going
here,
well,
so I suspect they're mobilized and ready to go.
Good, thank you.
That'll be coming quickly.
Yep. Okay, sorry. Next. Councilor Chason, Deputy Mayor Chason, we have a recreational vehicle purchase.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The all-terrain vehicle season is upon us again, and this year the Protective Service Department planned and budgeted to purchase an ATV for emergency response and patrol of the Corner Brook ATV trail system upon council approval. Every summer season, the city receives complaints from residents in particular areas of sometimes dangerous or nuisance operation of off-road vehicles. Purchase and use of an MEO ATV will show an enforcement presence on the trail system and help curb nuisance behavior. This unit can also be used by the fire department for rescues on both our ATV trails and our walking trails. The city requested quotes from 4 local ATV dealerships of Rugged Edge, Western Motorsports, Twin Peaks, Harvey's, and a company of supplying a utility all-terrain vehicle. Bids were as follows: Twin Peaks, Honda, $31,323.65, and that would be expected in May. Well, we're at the end of May, so I'm not sure if it's here or not. Rugged Edge CF Moto, $22,518.85. Harvey and Cole Kubota, $29,328.50, and that's in stock in Corner Brook. Western Motorsports, Ranger 1000, $33,203.37, and that's expected next week. And one of our companies, Canoe, made no response. Proposed resolution, be it resolved that the council approved the purchase of a 2022 Kubota XG850 ATV at the price of $29,382.50 from Harvey and Company for the use of the Protective Services Department. I so move.
Thank you very much. Someone
Second.
seconded. Thank you. Questions?
HST included in that, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Questions on this item?
Mr. Mayor, I'm assuming this is going to be decked out in the city decals and whatever. Will we have the lights and so on it, or?
Yes,
Mr.
that is
Flynn?
the plan.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it's going to be used, it can be made available to our firefighters as well in case of emergencies. So I think it's a great idea, Mr. Mayor.
Excellent. Yep. Anything else? Yes. Oh. No? Just curious, I guess. I noticed that we did look at the Canoe procurement for this. There was nothing available through Canoe?
Well, I've reached out to several of the suppliers on the Canoe
Yep.
website, and actually none responded.
Okay.
This is the second experience I've had with Canoe too, I might add.
Now, and could it be that there's no local dealer for these products? or-
But these
Canoe.
suppliers are supposed to be our local dealers, yeah.
But I guess that the local group would have to engage through Canoe to get it.
Possibly, I don't know how the system thoroughly works, but I did make contact to the representatives for the specific areas. So.
Interesting. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, I think that we have had just, in terms of nuisance complaints, I know in some areas of town, in the outskirts in particular, we have in particular dirt bike issues. Not that there's anything wrong with dirt bikes per se, but where they enter the streets. So I know in the past we sent down pickups and put cameras up to try and deter traffic on those streets where the trail system enters the city. And hopefully, showing some presence would stop some of this behavior. Of course, we don't want anyone to get hurt. It's one thing to be a nuisance, but it's a whole other thing if people are getting hurt and injured, so we want to prevent that, of course. Yeah.
Yes, and further to that, Mr. Mayor, we have had discussions with the RNC in relation to this as well, and they will be supporting us on this as well. So.
Okay, good. Yeah.
We only have one vehicle, one ATV? Or we have some now?
We don't have any now.
So we don't have any, so we're only going to have one. It's going to be used by municipal police enforcement going to be using it?
Is that right, Mr. Flynn?
Yeah, the MEOs will be
yep.
using it,
MEOs,
municipal enforcement.
fire department.
Yep.
So it's going to be pulled in many different ways for one vehicle, right?
I would imagine from a fire department it would be an emergency type response.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
So if there was an accident or injury where we needed to access a certain area.
Yes.
So will the enforcement be Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, or, oh, I guess it will be.
Don't tell anyone. You don't know where we'll be. We could be anywhere.
It's out
Ready to
now.
pounce. No, maybe not. No, that's not necessarily.
I could answer that. Regular hours are, 8 to 4 regular business hours, but we will be doing some different things this year to help some of the different
I think we need
times
weekends.
that we have got problems. So.
There's definitely certain times when there's more traffic
Yeah.
than others. And certain weather types too where there's, yeah. Okay, anything
Leave
else?
it to me, I can't keep a secret.
Well, we don't know.
I know.
Okay, I'll take it to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Next, Citadel Drive PRV. Councilor Granter.
Yeah, thank you again, Mr. Mayor. Background information, the project consists of the rehabilitation and conversion of an existing underground pressure reducing station to an above-ground station. All new infrastructure will be located above ground level. The existing station will be used as part of the foundation. Connections to existing supply and distribution points will occur inside the existing station. PRV station to include flow monitoring, pressure management, and SCADA for 2 water pressure zones. Tenders for the Citadel Drive PRV station rehabilitation 2022-08 closed on May the 26th, 2022, with 2 bids received as follows. Ecol Contracting Limited, $560,000, HST included. Rodco Mechanical 2014 Limited, $602,600, HST included. Be it resolved, Mr. Mayor, that the Council of the City of Corner Brook award the tender to Ecol Contracting Limited in the amount of $506,000, even HST included, for the Citadel Drive PRV Station Rehabilitation 2022-08. And just as a side note, the low tender is 6.2% lower than the pre-tender estimate. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Seconder?
Second.
Thank you. Questions on this one?
I have one question, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I actually Googled it and I couldn't find an answer. What does the V stand for? I get pressure reducing, but what's the V?
Valve.
Valve?
Valve.
Okay, cool. No, the word valve is not in this document anywhere. I'm just going to say that. Okay. Thank you.
Again, a very boring but important part of our water system. Yes.
Just to clarify, the motion, the number is incorrect. It should
Okay.
be 560 and not 506.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, the difference between the top and the bottom. See that? So we didn't save as much as we thought.
Yes, initially, yeah, that's right, it was 560, and in the proposed resolution, it says 506. So it's 560.
Okay.
Sure that's corrected, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Well, that's good. Prices so far in this meeting have been good.
Yes.
Next meeting might be terrible, but so far the tenders are coming in good. Any questions on that? Again, this is one that's been planned for a while.
Yes.
Multi-year again, right?
Yep.
Mr. Mayor, what do we use a PRV station for?
Would our local engineer,
Let's ask.
I'm belaboring
Director
it.
Ferd.
I know I'm belaboring it, but I really don't know. What do we,
The
what does
pressure
it do?
reducing valve basically, well, literally, it takes the pressure down sometimes when you got elevations, like you do in Corner Brook, which is fortunate because we don't have to pump water. It doesn't cost us any money to pump water very often, but as you're moving down through, starts to be a lot of pressure. So you had to reduce that pressure. If not, it would damage people's fixtures and things in people's houses. So like that sensation.
Cool. My
Mr. Mayor,
brother's an engineer. He's cringing right now watching.
If we can do a little PSA on that, every house should have a PRV in their house as well.
oh yeah, PRV, yeah.
On the main line community.
We do, but we do because there's sometime you can look at the ARC system and you can see our pressure zones. And you can see how all different parts of the city have different, zone areas. And we have to control it because, like you said, elevation. And we have in the past, I know we've had trouble, especially down Wellington a few years back. When we had a major issue there, we had some water hammers there that blew the tops off some hot water tanks, I believe. Because of that kind of thing. So that's why
That's why you should have a
your
pressure
own.
reducing
That's
valve
right.
in your house.
Good to know. Thank
That's
you.
right.
Mr. Mayor, one other point, we've been moving towards all above ground
Yes.
stations as opposed to confined spaces, correct?
That's correct.
Yep.
Yep. And that saves us a lot of, safety is safer, but also training that's required and all kinds of good reasons to do that. But you see those cute little buildings all over the place, West Valley, Country Road, or, Caribou Road, places like that. Yep. Any other questions on this? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. Next, Councilor Keeping, we have some sponsorships for Jigs and Wheels. This is really more of an information item because it's a delegation of authority. But go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Delegation of Authority Sponsorship Agreement for the Jigs and Wheels Festival. Council has granted delegated authority to the city manager or acting city manager to execute contracts or agreements and applications on behalf of the organization, subject to the application contract or agreement being funded in current year's operating or capital budget, and that the contract or agreement or application is for a term of 5 years or less. This process allows for efficient and effective management of council expenditures. to ensure accountability in the reporting process for each transaction. A summary of those approved transactions are May 3rd, Appalachian Chalets and RV sponsoring $1,000 for fully rugged livable condition. May 13th, Four Season Tour sponsoring a gift certificate for a tour for two valued at $250 for event supporter recognition. And May the 8th, Bay of Islands Radio and social media advertisements valued at $7,380 for all sponsor recognition. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Any questions on that?
Just a comment, Mr.
Yes.
Mayor, that Bay of Islands Radio is our only outlet for advertising on this. Well, not only, but
I think we actually,
choice.
I think there is some opportunities with Stingray as well. Yeah.
Stingray is
Yeah.
my favorite people.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yep, so, but this is, again, Jigs and Wheels is coming up the 15th of July?
25th.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's coming together really quickly, so keep your eyes and ears open for information there, so.
Except we should mention now, probably, Mr. Mayor, Burton Cummings is canceled. I don't know how many people have gotten there.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. Yeah, and I guess that if you do have tickets for that, contact the
Yeah.
Civic Center.
But there may be some people who don't know.
Yes, that's right. So yes, Burton Cummings isn't coming. So,
sad.
yes, so again, if you did purchase a ticket, yes, please contact the Civic
Yeah.
Center. Thank you very much.
Shortcomings of waiting too late to buy your ticket.
What?
The shortcomings of waiting too late to buy your tickets.
Oh, you guys are.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's hard. I don't know. Again, I've seen different things about promotion and things like that as well. And again, whether or not the promoting company, which isn't us, did enough there, that's another question, I guess. Take one away. We have an order here, Councillor Chason, or Deputy Mayor Chason.
You know,
Should
it's
get
gonna
that
take-
by now. It's been 6
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, may as well forget it. So
I know, I will admit it someday.
I'm going to put it here on my desk
There
somewhere.
you go. Yes, get a name tag or something.
Mr. Mayor, before we discuss this, sorry, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, yeah.
Just want to note if I'm in a conflict of interest or not on those next two items.
Okay.
When this came up, when we voted in support of the development, I wasn't in conflict, but that was last year, and I just want to refresh people's memory. I do live across the street on the
Right.
corner of Pratt and Carter. I forgot what street I was on.
Okay.
Which is right across the road, not directly on the development, but right across the street. So I want to make sure
Well,
it's publicly known. Am
yeah.
I in the conflict or not in the conflict, because it's right across the road.
Let's clear your name here, shall we? One way or another. Would someone like to make a motion to the effect that Councillor Granter is or is not in a conflict?
I'll say he's not.
Okay, and seconder on that?
Mr. Mayor.
Seconded on that? Okay, so we're voting to say
You're not in-
yeas mean Councillor Granter is not in a conflict, okay? So let's hear it. All those in favor of the motion, say yay.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mr. Mayor.
you're in. Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay. Since the previous meeting of council, the following stop work order was issued by the Department of Community Engineering, Development and Planning, and therefore must be confirmed by council pursuant to section 109(4) of the Urban and Rural Planning Act. The order was 2022-01. The date of issue was May the 26th, 2022. Civic address location was Pratt Street area. The violation, section 8 of City of Corner Brook Development Regulations, and the order was to stop work. It was a stop work order. Section 109(4) of the Urban and Rural Planning Act requires that all orders issued by the authority be confirmed by a majority of council at the next meeting of council after the order is made. If the order is not confirmed by council in this matter, it shall be considered to be canceled. The proposed resolution, in accordance with section 109(4) of the Urban and Rural Planning Act, the following stop work order is hereby confirmed by council, order number 2022-01. I so move.
Okay,
Why not?
I never got it.
okay.
Hold on now.
There's a second update.
The second,
yes.
but you got to do the first one first, don't you?
It has confirmed and rescinded in the updated one. Mr. Mayor, maybe we can do the first one and then do the second one.
Yeah, if somebody
we
else
need to
do
do
it, I
this
don't have it on mine. And I updated it for
Can we
when I came
confirm
down.
it first then and then we
Yeah,
rescind
just
it?
one sec now. We can do it as one if we want. So if we have the, we can do the whole thing. This is to acknowledge, I guess,
That
the,
we did it, and now we're
and
going
now
to take
rescinding
back.
it.
Yes.
But we can do this as one motion, that's fine. Okay? So we have a motion,
Yep, I just put a motion on the floor to,
Second, Mr. Mayor?
okay, so to clarify, it is to confirm order 2201, and I'm assuming the rescinding of 2201?
The revised motion, and that was
Okay.
read.
what time did that go?
It said, is hereby confirmed and rescinded by council, order number 22-01.
Okay.
So the-
Is that clear to everyone here?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay,
it didn't come on my iPad.
yeah. Okay, so we've got the second, a motion, a seconder. Any questions there?
Got a question, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Anytime we're in a situation as a council or staff whereby we issue a work order stoppage, what teeth does the city have with regard to a stop work order? So a company, a developer, whomever, or someone's building a house, whatever it might be, doesn't have the appropriate detail or permits or whatever it might be. What teeth does the city have in a situation like that? That occurred in this situation? Anything at all, or, and in this case, it seems like within a day or two, the group had their, or the company had their permits in place, because if they didn't have it in place, we wouldn't be rescinding it. Correct. We wouldn't be rescinding it if they never
They
went
wouldn't have-
ahead
yes.
and done their due diligence,
That's right.
right? So what teeth do we have, and I don't know who wants to speak to that, Mr. Mayor?
Mr. Cumby?
The Act allows for penalties for that type of thing, so once they're in violation of the stop work order, there is a, for first offense for keeping going work is, I think, $500, and it subsequently goes up. So I guess it becomes it gets fairly expensive if they continue to go after the stop work order is issued. But again, we would have to charge them and take them to court, right? That's the way that would work.
One further question, Mr. Mayor. What process, how does the city know if a company has everything in order when they start a construction or a development? Is it, do our officers go out and observe, or there's something taking place and then they come back and check? Does things get reported? What process happens in situations like that? In this particular case that we're referring to here, like how does it become known to city staff that that the city would need to issue a stop work order?
Mr. Cumby?
Well, in this particular incident, there was work continuing in the area, and I was notified and was asked, about the debris and mess that was on the road, and then I inquired with planning staff as to what was going on, and I was told that the permit had not been issued.
Okay.
So then the stop work order was issued by planning.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Any other questions on this?
Just
Yes, I
to follow
do.
up on that, go ahead, Deputy Mayor.
Me? I guess I'm looking at it from a more timely manner that we could get okay to go ahead and do it. Say, for example, if this happened on the weekend and we weren't having a public meeting until not this Monday, but next Monday.
Yeah, we don't, the staff handle this, not council.
No, but we have to rescind it.
Yeah, but the staff have the ability to issue the stop work order and rescind it. We just have to bring it to the
Oh,
next
okay.
public meeting.
Okay, I didn't,
Yeah.
that's where I was
Just for
going with it.
clarification,
I don't think,
we can issue the stop work order, and the stop work order is in effect.
Yeah.
The way the legislation is written, the stop work order is in effect until council confirms it, or turns it down.
Yeah, but it's quite often the case that it comes to council after it's already been rescinded.
but who has the power to rescind it?
As it did tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, after all conditions have been met,
Yeah,
yes.
so once they issue a permit, they can
Could they
rescind it.
continue on before we met tonight?
As far as I know, yes. Once they get the conditions for a permit,
No.
they can't until council confirmed to rescind it.
No.
Okay,
That's the way it used to be, Mr. Mayor.
okay.
So is there any way then that we, because I'm just thinking like, like, we're looking for business in the city, and we're looking for people to get stuff done really fast. And I know everybody should have had the permits, but there's always times when there's something not done properly or whatever. So is there any way then that we could do something? I don't know,
Well,
like
it's up-
2 weeks would be a long time.
Well, that's up to council what they want to do. I mean, if they want to, they could have a special meeting, they could delegate the authority to do that. But to me, our staff has been always very, very good. There's always an opportunity to speaking with the developers, and there's always an opportunity for the developers to get their things in order. And in this case, the staff work order was not issued until Thursday afternoon. And late Thursday afternoon, and they had begun work on Thursday morning, and despite staff reaching out, the work did not stop.
Okay.
I think we've answered most of what I was going to say, but my question was, how does the general public reach out on a weekend or whatever? I think you've answered most of that.
637-1666.
Yeah, and staff deals with it when they get to it. But, you know, just to touch on what Deputy Mayor said, I know we're concerned about businesses getting their work done and so on, but all these large companies and smaller ones too, developers and whatever, they know they need permits before they start the work. Homeowners know it as well. So I don't see, you know, I don't have much pity really for a company that starts the work before they get the permit.
None.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
So, just to be clear, so the stop order was issued without without it coming here.
Right.
But in order to get it rescinded, it has to come here.
Yeah, that's what the city manager said. I didn't realize that. I thought that they, again, staff, like, they could order it, they could also rescind it.
Now, I think in the interest of what
What?
Deputy...
That's correct. It has to come.
It has to
here
come
be
here.
rescinded.
Yeah, so I mean, just to continue, I think in the interest of what Deputy Mayor Chazon is saying, it makes sense to me that you should be able to do both in order to carry on with your business without us intruding on your...
It doesn't make any sense that you can order and make an
Yeah,
order.
it doesn't make any sense you can order it
and
and
you
not
can-
rescind it.
Well, I guess the reason for that is, and you know, I've been involved with a fair bit of construction in the past life. The idea of that is that, you know, as Councillor Pender just mentioned, someone could begin work on a weekend, and they could build Walmart during that weekend, right? And they don't have permits, and you know, we got to, if staff becomes aware of that, there has to be some sort of mechanism for them to put a stop to that until the council tells us to do differently.
No, but Mr. Mayor, they have the opportunity to stop work.
Yeah.
That's a power that you have. I think you should also have the power to make it go again.
And Mr. Mayor, maybe that's a conversation we'll have in behind closed doors, or, you know, so we can bring the information back and...
Well, we're
I mean,
going
feel
through,
it-
we're going through our development regulations now.
Yeah, feel out how
Yeah.
everybody feels about it, and some people may say, no, they like it the way that it is, and, you know, I agree with Councillor Pender to a certain extent, that people know they have to get permits.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
if you have to stop it for 2 weeks, well then, I was just being,
Yeah, but I
I
think
had a little bit of a
that,
heart there for a moment.
I'm sure that there's someone who's put a lot more thought into it than us already. In
Absolutely.
terms of how it should work, right? So-
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, I think the regulations require council to both confirm and rescind, and that's why it comes to us. Staff acts on our behalf, but we are the authority that has to both approve or confirm
Yeah.
and rescind.
We have to ratify it, yeah.
I think that's in not only the, not sure the City Corporate Act, but the Urban Rural Plan, Development Plan. So somewhere along there that says the council must
That's
or
right.
shall.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Any questions? Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Councillor Chason. Federation of Canadian Municipalities, which we're attending, you and I and Councillor Griffin are attending Thursday this week.
Yeah.
So we have a motion here. I guess I'm in a conflict, I guess.
You're,
Yeah, I'm out. So if you would please, actually, you have the
Present it?
chair.
yeah, okay. I'll chair it, no problem.
No, but the problem is that actually maybe Councillor Gill can read the RFD here. And
Yeah, okay.
as you share, so you can ask her to read it, and I will sit back and relax.
Councilor Gill, would you mind reading that FCM Board of Directors seat?
With pleasure, with pleasure. The Newfoundland Labrador Cities seat, cities is in air, I'm doing air quotes, cities seat, on the FCM, which stands for the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, right? Yes. Board of Directors is up for election. This is a rotating position which alternates among the Newfoundland and Labrador municipal councils of FCM city members. It is Corner Brook's turn to appoint a city representative to the board. Mayor Parsons is concluding year 1 of his board appointment, and his position is up for re-election. A motion of council is required to endorse Mayor Parsons to stand for election on the FCM Board of Directors and confirm that the City of Corner Brook will assume all costs associated with Mayor Parsons attending FCM Board of Directors meetings. Proposed resolution. Whereas the Federation of Canadian Municipalities represents the interests of member municipalities on policy and program matters that fall within federal jurisdiction, and whereas FCM's Board of Directors is comprises elected municipal officials from all regions and sizes of communities to form a broad base of support and provide FCM with the united voice required to carry the municipal message to the federal government, and whereas FCM's hybrid annual conference and trade show will be held June 2 to 5, 2022, during which time the annual general meeting will be held, followed by the election of FCM's Board of Directors. Be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook endorses Mayor Jim Parsons to stand for election on FCM's Board of Directors for the period starting in June 2022 and ending June 2023, and be it further resolved that Council assumes all costs associated with Mayor Jim Parsons attending FCM's Board of Directors meetings. So moved.
Second?
I'll second that, Madam Deputy Mayor.
Any comments? Questions?
I think it's a very worthwhile organization to be part of, and serves the city well to make those connections with other mayors and councillors across the country, and certainly allows us to get our foot in the door when there's federal programs being proposed. FCM is oftentimes distributes funding on behalf of the federal government for green programs, things like that, and we've taken advantage of it in the past, and I hope we will continue to do so. So I fully endorse this, and I think it's a very good organization to be part of, and I'm happy to see that we will be representing the three cities in Newfoundland and Labrador, and it'll be our turn, so glad to see that.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay, I'll call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, me. I forgot to vote. Okay. And counterminded? Nobody. Okay. Motion carried.
Thank
You
you.
were on the board, Mayor Parsons.
Thank you very much. We're,
See you in Regina.
yes, and it is to echo Councillor Pender's statements. There is a lot of good connections and a lot of to be made with the board. This past year, though, has been difficult because there hasn't been any in-person meetings, so it's been all virtual via Zoom, and you don't get the same personal connection with a lot of the people and the side chats that are really valuable at these things. You do a lot of work when you're having a coffee or something after watching a session. So again, I think we'll learn a lot this week, Deputy Mayor, up in Regina.
Actually, it's my first one in 13 years. So
Go on.
12 and a half years. So
That's right, you were supposed to go to one that got canceled.
That's right. COVID. COVID hit us.
COVID, oh my, bad word. Okay, next we have meeting schedule for the standing committees. Councillor Keeping.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The council meeting and standing committee schedule for the remainder of 2022 has been drafted and is being brought forward for council reconsideration. Regular meetings will occur on the third Monday of the month at 7 p.m., with the exception of regular meetings scheduled for July and August, which will be at 12 noon. Weekly standing committee meetings will occur on Mondays at noon and are scheduled until the end of June and set to resume in September. The proposed schedule is attached for council's consideration. Be it resolved to approve the council and standing committee meeting schedule as presented. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that? Can we get a seconder? Anyone? No one wants to second the meeting schedule? No?
I'll second it for the purposes of discussion.
Right. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we can have discussion. Is there any questions or comments on this? It's pretty straightforward. No? Okay.
Mr. Mayor, only comment I'll make would be that I don't have an issue with regard to the regular meetings, the summer schedule, but with regard to the standing committee, I disagree. I don't agree with having them on Mondays. Sorry, on lunchtimes. Entrenched to have them on lunchtimes, and I believe the previous motion that I brought forward a while back was a motion to adopt the previous standing committee structure, PWWW, CEDP, Protective Services, Finance, and have it at the call of, it was the call of the chair, but if we move to co-chairs, we'll be at the call of the co-chairs.
Right.
So there's two things packaged in this decision we got to make here this evening. One is our regular meetings, and the other one is committee meetings. Separately, I don't have an issue with voting for the regular meetings and the schedule that's been presented, but with regard to the committee structure and committee meetings, I couldn't vote for that, so thus I can't vote for the entire affirmative for that proposal.
Do we have the terms of reference there? Yeah. I think. Yeah, I mean, the terms of reference that we approved last meeting did include having the meetings on the Mondays at noon. And again, some of the rationale for that is because we are holding them publicly, so they're not like they used to be years ago where it's, you know, in a room that's not accessible and things like that. So there are certain logistical elements to this if we want to hold these meetings in chambers, right? And so one you know, the committee will meet every Monday, so that'll give us our 4 Mondays. Yeah, I don't know why.
And again, Mr. Mayor, it's the entrenching of them in noon times. For when I look around this council chambers, there are people that got work commitments that, you know, when you entrench them, that you're having them at noon time. Well, then you have to say to your employer that, you know, because in the nature of some of our work is that you may not take lunch from 12 to 1 or from 12:30 to 1:30. You at 12:30, if you go to lunch, you might get a call at 12:20, we're having a meeting. You need to be there for 12:30. And then at the same time, commit yourself to a committee meeting, which is entrenched on that particular day. So it would put people in an awkward position. With regard to all of the others, I really don't have an issue with regard to some of the other issues within the motion, but it's the timing of the entrenching of the timing for the committee meetings at noon time on Mondays. And that's all I have to say, Mr. Mayor.
But you said you're okay with the regular meetings on?
But the regular meetings are only in the summer.
Yeah, on Monday at noon, though.
At noon, and we've had flexibility in the past to have them at 12:30 in the last 2 or 3 years, 12:30. But I don't have an issue with summertime because you're only doing it for 2 months. But when you entrench the committee meetings 10 months of the year, at lunchtime you're going to your employer saying once a month, you know, I won't be available for any work meetings that you may have from 12 to 1 or from 12:30 to 1:30. And I don't have an issue with committee meetings, and I don't care if they're 1 hour long or 5 hours long. But I do have an issue with having them, as I said, and spoke out against it when it came up. I do have an issue with having them entrenched in our legislation here at the council table at 12 noon or 12:30 when it's 10 months of the year. If there's 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, Monday nights, Tuesday night, Wednesday nights, that don't bother. It's just having them entrenched in a schedule for Mondays at noon time.
Okay, thank you.
Because I spend a lot of time out of town working. Others or future councillors might be in positions, teachers, lawyers, other occupationalists may not be able to commit to a noontime meeting. And everyone's lunch is not always 12 o'clock or 12:30.
But
That's all I'm saying.
no, I realize, but you realize that councilors comprise only one part of these meetings. There's some big, there's a lot of staff. Again, technically, we have to stream these meetings. These have to be scheduled, right? And you're an employee of the city as well, right? It's not just your other employer. There is, I guess, ability to deal with this from a policy perspective if you need to take time off or vacation to deal with other commitments, right?
Mr. Mayor, you are entrenching here at council table that councillors have to attend or will attend committee meetings at 12 noon. And if you are in a profession outside of mine for the 10 months of the year, not in summer holidays, if you are in certain professions not employed by the city of Corner Brook, then you may not have the flexibility. Take a teacher as an example, who was on lunchtime duty, supervision duty.
Yep.
Take a lawyer who may be called to court, if there was a lawyer on this council. Take any of numerous, take someone who works with a utility company.
Or a doctor.
Or a doctor.
Those people might not be available at 7 p.m. on Monday nights either. So again, I think that and I think Councillor Pender, when you were a teacher, did you attend meetings sometimes during the day?
Not normally, no, Mr. Mayor. Generally, during my term on council, out of respect for all of our staff and councillors who were working, we did not have daytime meetings except maybe in the summer when people were more flexible. Most of our meetings were 7 o'clock Monday nights, if not all, except for the summer schedule, which was a little different.
Mr. Mayor, I don't want to sound like I don't want to attend meetings, but that's not accurate.
Yeah.
My point is that I don't think we should entrench it that you have to have them at 12 noon. Having them at the call of the chair or co-chairs is a lot more flexibility than, and there could be times when you could have them at 12 noon.
So how do we inform the public, I guess, on a regular basis about when to come for a meeting?
The same way we inform them of every other meeting. We do it. We can either say that we're having them on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, 6 o'clock, or we can go to the media and say, when we want to get a message out now from the city, what do we use? We use the media, we use social media.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, go ahead.
I don't have a problem with the time. When I ran for council, I had a discussion with my employer, and I told them I was running for council, and I asked them if they would have any issue with me having to take time for council meetings. They were very supportive of me running for council, and I've had no issue with asking for time for meetings, and that's understood with my employer. I feel that in the interest of our staff's time, we should try to do meetings during the workday where we can. We committed to working this job when we ran for council, and if we put our names forward as being employed by the city of Corner Brook, we are earning salaries, which I think actually are a little bit too much, but I'll get in trouble if I say that out loud. I mean, we're earning salaries to serve our time here, and so if I got to give up a noon lunchtime to do a meeting, which is scheduled months in advance, so I have lots of opportunity to register that with my employer, then that's what I signed up for. I signed up to serve this community, and I will say that it is against my wishes that we have this system now. I don't believe that what we are about to vote on, and the reason I was kind of apprehensive of seconding the motion is because I think that this whole system of meetings is atrocious. We already know, and I'm belaboring it now, that best practices in Canada, the system we were previously using for our meetings, we wouldn't be having this discussion. We would be doing what we were doing before, and we were happy doing it. And I don't understand why now all of a sudden we have to introduce three new meetings to our system. We were doing a great job the way we were going, and I felt very well apprised of things that were going on in the city with the person that I was paired with for my committee, the staff person who educated me on what I needed to know in order to report back to the committee of the whole. The committee of the whole. Sorry, I'm losing my breath because I'm trying not to get too mad.
Mr. Mayor?
But just to conclude, you know, I do think this is a huge waste of our time and staff's time. I know I'm belaboring it. We're gone past that. I lost the fight. I lost the, you know, the vote. But given the fact that they've taken the time to put this together for us, I think it's looking a gift horse in the mouth to say now that this is not going to work for us. We all signed up to be here, and I got no problem if I'm meant to meet at noon. If that's the system that has been worked out for me, then that's what I ran for. It's what people voted for me for. It's what I'm getting paid for, and I'll show up at noon if I got to be here at noon.
Mr. Mayor, I'll just make one comment.
Yep.
I too, like Councillor Gill, ran to represent the people of Corner Brook. I didn't run to represent the people of Corner Brook and limit myself to a 1-hour lunchtime meeting. I ran to represent the Corner Brook residents. If it takes 3 hours, if it takes 4 hours, if it takes 5 hours, Mr. Mayor, and that meeting occurs after the workday, whether it's 5 o'clock or 5:30 or 7 o'clock on a regular basis, if it's 7 o'clock at night, or if it's on a Tuesday night. But if you commit yourself to a 12 o'clock meeting and you've already had approval from your employer, I'll ask this question. Do you have approval from your employer if the meeting is such that it goes beyond 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours in order to get that work done for the residents of the city that duly elected you and wanted you to represent them and carry their voice to this chamber? So that's why, Mr. Mayor, I don't agree with entrenching 1-hour meetings at noontime or 12:30 on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I have no issues with it during the summertime, when, as Councillor Penner said, there's some flexibilities, but I do not believe and I cannot support it having it during 10 months of the year entrenched at noontime. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions? Yes,
I
Deputy.
guess if we continue to make the meetings on Monday at lunchtime, we're actually restricting who can and cannot run for council in the fact of jobs or whatever. So I look at, I have attended lunch meetings. Sometimes they're late starting. Sometimes the weather's not good. Sometimes you can't get here. You're rushing in. You're rushing through the meeting. And I guess that is where I was coming from. I don't want that restriction on 1-hour meeting.
There's no restriction about a 1-hour meeting.
If people are giving a lunch hour, not everybody can take 2 hours or 2.5 hours or 3 hours to attend a meeting.
Right, and that's why we have policy enacted. If there is we can compensate people for lost time, if that's the case.
But it may not be able to be had, and it can be
Surely we
solved.
can give up one lunchtime a month for our things, can't we?
Depends on what the job is. I mean, I don't know what those two counselors over there, how restrictive their jobs is, and I guess that's not for any of us to sit around the table and decide, I wouldn't think.
We decided that last week, and we all voted for it. Well, we didn't all vote for it. Most of us voted for it,
I didn't vote.
right? But this was part of the meeting. Meetings are held to a minimum once a month on alternating Mondays, not including holidays, at noon, or as per schedule approved by council.
Mr. Mayor?
Yeah.
And also, if we do adopt, as Deputy Mayor Chazon suggested earlier about having Zoom meetings, we could also adopt that, and it would make things easier for people that need to attend from their workplace. They'd be able to Zoom in as you suggested earlier.
We haven't decided that though yet.
No.
That hasn't been decided.
No, it
If we can
hasn't, no,
Zoom.
but I'm just saying it would
Yeah.
align with what you said earlier.
Yes?
Mr. Mayor, as I said when you asked me earlier, I have never on any occasion on council that I can think of had any counselor who was working insist that they attend a meeting at noon or any other time, other than after the regular business hours, as we would say, between, say, 8 and 5.
Except for summers.
Except for summers when there's some flexibility, people have vacations. Normally with these committee meetings, they were to call the chair so people knew when they had vacations. Normally a month's notice was given because somebody knew they were taking vacation in July or August, whatever. Not everyone has the flexibility with their employer necessarily to be able to just leave Mondays or whatever. Some counselors may want to attend all the committee meetings, which is their right as well. And again, restricting it to Mondays may, make it difficult. Personally, right now, I can say it's fine with me, but it may not be in a few weeks' time. So I would prefer to have meetings as we normally would have from September to June at 7 o'clock or at the call of the chair. Right now, I don't have a problem with attending these at noon, but I can't say that's always going to be the case, so I don't want to entrench it either. Might I suggest, Mr. Mayor, that we amend it to say, if this is acceptable, to keep the summer schedule as is presented and to revisit this for the fall? I don't know if that works, or toss it all together.
Again, the motion's on the table to do what we've scheduled here. If we want to come back to revisit this the fall, then that's something.
No, what I'm saying is that if counselors are fine,
Yeah.
maybe if we can make an amendment to say, we go with this for the summer, so until the end of August 15th, and between now and then we revisit the schedule for the fall winter session.
What do you mean by, do you want to change
Well,
it
we see if this
specifically,
is
or-
going to be what it is, or we come up with something different. This will give us all time to consult, to have a conversation around it, and see what works for everyone.
Mr. Mayor,
What?
may I?
Yes?
I would be perfectly fine with Councilor Penner making a friendly amendment to this motion, just so we can get moving and get on with things and move through the summer.
I'm here all day. I'll meet anytime.
Yeah,
I've given up my full-time job for this.
Okay.
Okay? And so
I
I'm
would
happy
like
to
to
meet
just
whenever.
move forward.
And I know, and you know what? I don't expect that of you guys. But to meet once a week, once a month on a weekday, we had a perfectly good system, meeting at 7 p.m. Once a month for a county committee of the whole, where we did these committee meetings one after the other after the other. And
Mr. Mayor, I understand your frustration. I'm with you 100%.
So-
But I'm saying in the interest of moving this
you'll accept that?
particular meeting forward.
There's a friendly amendment on the table to
Yes.
revisit this when? We're going to talk about it in August at a regular meeting? Sound good?
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you? Okay?
I just want to check that it's okay with Councilor Grant. Are you fine with that? Like
I'm on August the 15th.
prior to?
Oh, yes, August 15th, I'm okay with that.
Let's make it September. Mr. Mayor, why don't we look at looking at it in September? By September, we all might be on the substitute list for teaching, and
Yeah.
none of us might be able to make the meeting. So
You got a commitment to council.
I might have a commitment to council, Mr. Mayor, but there's also 24 hours in a day. And if I decide to go back on a sub list, Mr. Mayor, nobody can tell me that I can't take a job.
No, you can take a job, absolutely.
So, like, they're crying for subs. I don't know, there's a good many teachers sitting around this table.
That's right.
The two of us could be gone. So, I know I made a commitment to council,
Yep.
and my commitment to council was strong tonight when I asked if I could attend by Zoom. So I am committed to council. However, I was also told by my director when I ran the first time, don't dare ask for a minute off because you're not getting it. So there you go. But I had from 3:30 on to do a meeting. So there you go.
Okay, we got a
I'll
motion.
leave that.
Do we have a motion here?
For September.
So we're going to reconsider this on August 15th.
So
Does that
keep the
sound to me-
schedule as is?
Does that sound-
until
We'll
then?
we'll adopt the schedule, reconsider on August 15th. Does that sound good, Councilor Gill?
Sounds fine to me.
Does that sound right from
Just
a...
want to be clear, Mr. Mayor, I said we would keep the schedule up until August 15th. We'll adopt that and then revisit prior to September for the fall.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. It will
I'm
come
not
on the
saying adopt
agenda.
this schedule for fall, winter.
It'll come on the agenda again
Okay.
on August 15th for reconsideration. So on August 15th meeting, there'll be an agenda item that says schedule.
Oh, that's a
And-
regular meeting.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you kept saying August 15th meeting. Right, it's a regular meeting.
Yeah, you guys might all
all
be fine with
color-coded.
these dates if you look at them, like they're probably fine, right?
It could be.
So, yeah. So August 15th, we will revisit this again and see if it still works for everyone or not. Sound good? Okay? So we clear on the motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'm clear on the motion, but I just want to go on the record to say that I'm firmly against this whole nonsense. But anyway.
We got you.
In the
Yeah.
interest of moving it forward, I will support it, yes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I just have an issue with those comments. I mean, we've had a motion from council, we voted, there's a majority decision. Normally, we try to accept that, and making references to nonsense and so on for council business, I think is a little offensive, and you know, if you don't agree with it, that's fine, I don't have an issue with that. But to continue bringing up that type of comment every time we speak about something, I think we need to just move on.
Thank you for that. But I will,
apologize,
I will,
Mr. Mayor.
thank you.
I apologize
But I
for
will
the word
say
nonsense.
that we agreed to this last meeting, and now we're changing it. Right?
Yes.
So that's all I'm saying. So, okay, the motion's on the floor. All those in favor of the amended motion, say aye.
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 Counter-minded? Carried. Wonderful. And last but not least, Councillor Pender, legal opinion disclosure.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I think I'll just cut to the chase here. I did send in a motion to have our legal opinion that was discussed briefly at the last meeting released concerning the permitting of signs. At the time of the last meeting, I did make a motion, withdrew because I had understood that it was actually released once you spoke to it. However, city manager indicated the next day that it would not be released, and I think he did the right thing because council did not authorize it, and it requires a motion of council. So that being said, Mr. Mayor, I'm going to go right to the motion because I think we've discussed this back and forth enough, if that's okay. And the motion reads, be it resolved to waive solicitor-client privilege with respect to the following documents. The legal memorandum from the city solicitor RE protest signage on properties in RMD zone dated April 12, 2022, and the memo from the city manager to council regarding signs in residential medium density RMD zones dated April 20th, 2022, with revisions and comments by the city solicitor, including attached documents. I so move.
Seconded, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions, comments? Mr. Cumby, Councillor Pender
One of my
didn't,
other recommendations.
he didn't, yeah, I was going to mention, because Councillor Pender didn't read the recommendation that was there.
Oh, I'm
wondering
sorry,
if-
I could do that, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you could, no, that's okay, the city manager can read his recommendation. Go ahead.
His staff's recommendation to withhold the said legal opinion from public disclosure per section 30 of the ATIPA Act. A decision to release the legal opinion will require a motion of council to waive privilege and disclose the solicitor's legal opinion on signage in residential medium density zones, which was discussed at a public meeting of council on May 9th, 2022. Furthermore, I would recommend holding a legal briefing with the city solicitor on this matter before introducing a motion to release the legal opinion as has been proposed.
Thank you.
It's further that if council proceeds to introduce this motion to release the legal opinion, a draft motion has been prepared as follows,
Yeah,
which Councillor Pender just read out.
that's right. Okay. So, any questions?
So, Mr. Mayor, I guess staff's recommendation is that we not do this because,
Because we don't want to jeopardize the city legally.
right?
I think that it sets precedent for this is not, this is just from conversations that I've had. It wouldn't necessarily set a legal precedent. I'm not saying that. I think that it has implications for ATIP as well. So, and also, the reason why I asked for the briefing with the lawyer is because she could talk about any other documents that may or may not be opened up because of this, and that's beyond my scope to be able to dive into that. But she's saying that documents could be released, and that we didn't intend to have released, and that we could take. So this is why I'm saying that maybe we should have a conversation with our legal counsel. But it is council's wish.
So, Mr. Mayor, just to continue on, and this is the last thing I'll say. So it is a recommendation that we have a conversation about this, so I would be happy if we delayed a decision on this.
Yeah, the recommendation is to withhold the legal opinion.
The recommendation is withhold, but also to have a conversation before we go forward. Isn't that right, what you just said?
Yes, both. So if there is a thought about this,
Withhold it and then discuss it?
Yeah,
But I think that my recommendation means to withhold it, but if council is certain that's what it wants to do, then should talk about that with our solicitor in the briefing session.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, the opinion was brought up in the last public meeting by yourself. You did read from sections of it?
Of the memo.
Of the memo?
Yes.
It's out there now, so I think if you're going to release parts of it or parts of the memo or anything attached, it should now be in the public domain in the interest of transparency. So I have no problem releasing it whatsoever, and I believe it's our duty now to do so, as it has been spoken to.
Yep.
I was going to ask what parts of it were read, because I was only listening to it, because I wasn't at the meeting. I didn't know what you actually had read. So I was, and then Mayor Pender just
basically
clarified that for me.
The sections that said that we are obliged to enforce our laws under IRPA and the City of Corner Brook Act as they stand. That was the conclusion of the memo, part of the comments. As to the other memo, I'm not sure what was disclosed there. I don't know that there was anything disclosed. Was there?
I have to review the tape, Mr. Mayor, isn't here.
I don't think anyone said anything about the other ones. Right? But either way, that, as you said at the very beginning, that does not waive client solicitor privilege in this case, right?
I'm going to call for the question, Mr. Mayor, please.
Mr. Mayor, before we vote, I just want to go on the record that I'm very nervous about going against a council. Okay? That
our legal counsel.
Our legal counsel. COUNSCEL.
Right.
We're given counsel by our lawyer because they are experts, and they're an expert in these matters. I am not. I do not have a law degree. And that is why I voted the way I did with respect to the other matters pertaining to the crematorium. I don't want to bring that back up again because, we're past that. But I always feel as if, as a counselor, I need to do due diligence and to listen to the legal advice that we get as counselors. There's a reason why we pay somebody to be our lawyer. And I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm personally liable for something. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay. Other questions? There is an old saying that says, someone who acts as his own lawyer has a fool for a client. And I think that speaks to what you're saying about heeding your legal advice. Again, I find it astounding that we continually go against the advice that we're given here.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, Section 59 of the City Corner Brook Act says, where it is provided that the city manager may or shall make a recommendation, the council shall receive and consider the recommendation, which I think we're doing, but it is not bound to follow it, nor is a recommendation of the city manager a condition precedent to action by a council. So while I respect the city manager's comments, and I value his opinion, I am not bound to obey it or accept it.
Mr. Mayor, I'm more interested in the legal advice, not Mr. Cumby's advice. Mr. Cumby, no offense, but you're not a lawyer. You're just relaying our lawyer's advice, are you not?
Well,
Yes.
if you read what I said, if I wrote this motion when we did, thank you for your help, Marina and everybody else, a number of times on Friday, it took considerable time, but I think the motion
Yes.
and the memo is very clear on what I'm saying. The lawyer is not saying that, we shouldn't do this. She prepared that motion. She prepared the wording of that motion some weeks ago, which was in a briefing that I sent out on May 16th.
And you're advocating for it.
Right? But I think that, that we probably should have a discussion with her. So that's all I'm saying in that memo. So I don't want to join the debate.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not trying to drive you.
Okay, is there anything else? No? Okay.
Mr. Mayor, would
Yes.
we read the motion back? Because the councilor read something at the beginning, which was the background information, and then the motion is a little further down. Can we read for the record the motion before we vote on it? Would that be
Yeah,
appropriate?
Councilor Pender, would you read it again for us, if you would?
Absolutely. Be it resolved to waive solicitor-client privilege with respect to the following documents. The legal memorandum from the city solicitor, RE protest signage on properties in RMD zone dated April 12th, 2022, and the memo from the city manager to council regarding signs in residential medium-density RMD zones dated April 20th, 2022, with revisions and comments by the city solicitor, including attached documents. Mr. Mayor, that would have been the document we reviewed in a CC meeting, I'm going to say 4 weeks ago, before the last.
Both of those documents were
Yes.
there, yeah.
That's, I'm just giving some
Yeah.
reference there.
But again, were dealt with in a privileged meeting, and then a motion to postpone them to the public meeting
Yes.
was made, which, again, our lawyer has strongly suggested that these should not be taking place in public. They should be in privileged meeting to protect client solicitor privilege, right? And so these are the two documents in question, yes. Okay?
Can you call for the question now, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, absolutely. All those in favor of waiving the client solicitor privilege, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you all. That's the end. We will see you all. I'll have to look at the
Oh,
schedule.
when is the next one, Mr. Mayor? I didn't look at the schedule.
20th of June? 20th of June.
20th of June.
Okay, thank you all very much. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Due to the length of the preceding program, we now join the regularly scheduled